I never know what I look like from behind. And I've lost a little weight lately. That's probably what I guess I should start out with. At the WDS where I volunteered, I let down my COVID standards. I had been kind of relaxing them over the weeks, but these were the largest gatherings I've been in, and I can't even remember. And I did test positive for COVID, and I'd say that. And the only reason that I had an inkling that I should test is because I had my second booster in mid-May, and it's the only vaccine that I had a reaction to. And the next day I had nausea, I had a little bit of a headache, fatigue, and yeah, no appetite, mostly nausea. And so when I started feeling that way, on the morning of the world's record for the amount of dinosaurs in one place in costume, or people in dinosaur costumes in one place, that's the day that I connected that maybe the way that I was feeling was kind of the way that I had with my vaccine, and I took the test, and sure enough, I was positive. The only bright note, and this is, I guess, dark humor, is that the record, we broke a record of 252 with 380 people in T-Rex costumes, hermetically. They had their own little, not a little air system. And I was a wrangler dancing all around. And yeah, so all these people around me, though, were in kind of like spacesuits. So, you know, only me could think of a story like that, I guess, or make a connection like that, I guess. I was sick for only a couple of days. Fortunately, I was with my friend Terry in her driveway. And I felt the pull to get out into the boonies again. And just 1 week ago, over the July 4th weekend, I was at a campsite, and I was walking Imogene, and she wasn't on a leash, again, sort of relaxing my focus, my attention on my surroundings. And she wandered into some tall, like meadow-like grasses, and there was a husky that couldn't resist. You know, she just looked too much like a rabbit, and it was terrifying. I looked at the man, you know, as his dog was kind of starting to slink across the street, you know, friendly, and he did not answer me back. So that's when I panicked, screamed. I think, you know, all the screaming. Imogene was screaming like a child. It was awful. She did have a sweater on. The dog picked her up, and I think just let her go because of you know, the husky, because of all the commotion. And meanwhile, Imogene, you know, I went and I tried to, you know, scoop her up like this. She was trying to bite me. She just didn't know where she was. It ended up, she had a teeny tiny scratch. The sweater saved her life, which is a note to self. Is you know, whenever in doubt, at least have, you know, I don't know if it was just something different in the dog's mouth or the commotion going on, but anyway, the graze, the dog did have rabies shot. The graze was really, I couldn't even find it the next day. So and I do think that did chomp on her because her back end was really sore. She couldn't jump up steps. She couldn't really use her back legs. And that was worrisome. Terry, my friend Terry was with me, and we decided that we were going to give it 3 days because she could walk, but she would not go to the bath. If I put her outside and you know, put my arms around her, she would not go to the bathroom. So we left the next day and went back to Terry's. It was the best decision ever. And because of her dog being there, and soft grass and familiar surroundings. And what has been the most worrisome was the emotional trauma. She, I felt like she was just comatose, just going through the motions. Very, of course, sore. And I do have doggy aspirin for her in situations like this. So I was able to, tamp down the inflammation a little bit and the pain. Just let her rest. We've been this before because of a knee condition she has, so just a lot of rest. I carry her around in her little bed. And, but she really didn't want to have much to do with me. And that was the best thing about being at Terry's house, because she did know Terry and her husband Bob, and they whenever we were together, Imogene just wanted to be with them. But I feel like there was a little bit of trust. Kind of took me to some like guilt things because she is my responsibility, almost like a child, a lot like a child. Or let's just say I'm bringing that vibe to it. But, just different decisions that a parent makes in a situation like this, and the guilt that goes along with it. And then also the inquiry about life itself, all these decisions that we have to make. So it brought up a lot of stuff. I'm not even sure. I mean, I'm not ready to talk about it now because I am trying to keep this short. After 5 days of totally isolating in my van in my friend's, in front of my friend's house, which I felt was really good because I was with somebody that I've known for 20 years. If something happened, I felt safe. I have everything I need in my van. It was really great. Could plug in everything. I was wanting for nothing. And grateful that I didn't get sicker than I did. It was more like a cold, and the nausea, headache, fatigue. Only for like 2 days, I'd say, I started feeling better. After 5 days, I still tested positive, and that's when I decided I needed to, get back up into the mountains again, and fill my fill myself up again, because I'm getting ready to go into another gathering where I'm a volunteer coordinator. It's a Reiki gathering, which I'm really looking forward to. And then right after that, I'm going to start making my way back to the East Coast, where I'll see family and friends for the fall. So I'm really looking forward to that. The person, I've been having a heck of a time finding a place to stay, boondocking wise here. Harvest Host, not having much luck there. People are not answering me back. I don't know, is it something I did? And maybe I should look that up. Anyway, I was just casting about for just any possibility of finding actually where I'm sitting right now, this feeling. And what I ended up with was, I remembered a woman that I met in Temecula, Dripping Springs Campground, and where I had all that conversation with my eye doctor. I met her, during that stay at some point, and she has we had gardening in common, and she travels around, but she goes home in the summer because she loves her garden and all that. So of course, instant friends. And she said, hey, if you find yourself, because she knew I was going to be up here, reach out. So never thought I would. And as she said, never thought she would. Well, Imogene certainly is doing better. Look, she's playing with Bear. As I was saying about the emotional thing, this has been very healing for her, being out, being with a dog. She even met a new dog that she saw this winter, and she's back. And part of me trying to trust Imogene in this healing through these 3 days that she's been healing is that I got her when she was about 15 months old, and she was picked up in Tennessee. And from Tennessee, she was, I think she was in a no-kill shelter. And, but the no-kill shelter, when they were getting ready to euthanize a lot of dogs, they put it out to all the rescues to come and get the little dog, you know, all the dogs to come to get the dogs, so that they don't have to kill everyone, all of them. So Imogene, her name was Daisy at that time. They changed her name to Imogene, and she was rescued by, I think, something a rescue in North Carolina or something like that. Who knows what kind of trauma she had between being picked up in Tennessee and when I got her and brought her home. It did not take her very long, just a few days, to start trusting me, and just got the bond more and more and more. So when I made that connection with when I first picked her up, and how resilient she was from the trauma of just what happened in the first 15 months of her life, you know, I just held that space for her, and here she is. Imogene's back. You back, Imogene? Yeah. Says, I am back. I am back. I am back with Bear. Get Bear, get Bear. Hey, you stay here. Stay here. Do not go anywhere. Good girl. Wait a minute. Let me get the thing. Let me get the step stool. Let me get the step stool. Your legs are still hurting you a little bit, I think. Okay, but you're not bringing Bear with you? You're not bringing Bear with you? Come on. Go get Bear. Go get Bear. Sweet dreams, my friends. We're always together, and sometimes we meet. Quick and quick and quick. All right. All right. Avocados, green onions, cheddar cheese, ghee, turkey, chili, and beans. Various sizes of baked potato, and a salad from Fran's garden. And I'm going to take it off right now so we can see it. What